1. Okay, now it's working. All right. One, two. Okay, I got a bad cord here. Okay. Check. 1. Go.
Okay, we're from the City Channel, and we're interviewing people, Jessi Jackson volunteers. Could you just tell us who you are and what significance this has to you?
My name is Dr. Lenora Fulani. I'm running as an independent candidate for President of the United States. I've been running for a year and a half on a plan called Two Roads Are Better Than One, which involves supporting Reverend Jackson. If he had gotten the nomination, I would have stopped running and organized everything that I've built behind him. But I never trusted that the Democratic Party, as a white businessmen's club, was going to give him that nomination, and they, came through with flying colors. I'm here because I'm organizing a demonstration, a people's demonstration outside of the convention, and our message is to dump the Duke. We're not going with him. There are many people who have worked for years to bring this movement to where it is, and we're not going to allow it to be diluted by the Democratic Party and its white supremacists. So I'm very honored and thrilled and excited to be here at this rally that's welcoming Reverend Jackson. We're going to be outside of the convention, as I said, raising the issues like a Palestinian state that they can't afford to touch inside the convention because they have no commitment to the people of this country. And I invite everybody to come out on Wednesday and Thursday, which are going to be the major rally days, and to make it really clear that there's about a dime's worth of difference between a Democrat and Republican when it comes to the people of this nation. And if we want to be able to direct the Democratic Party, we're going to have to keep them out of the White House like the conservatives within that party do, and use that leverage to force them in a direction that's much more pro-people.
Okay, there's been a lot of controversy about Jessi Jackson and a lot of arguments. How do you feel about this? There was also, Jessi said that he was going to cause a commotion on the Democratic Convention day. Do you feel this is going to come about? How do you feel about this altogether?
Well, the person who's actually causing the commotion is a Michael Dukakis, who, with the eyes on a national leader who has, 7 million popular votes, didn't bother to pick up a telephone. I'm talking about human decency. I'm talking about what my 11-year-old son would know to do, and call Jessi and let him know that he had chosen this businessman to run as his vice presidential candidate or nominee or whatever. They're causing the commotion. They're the people who keep the homeless on the streets, who won't fight for the Jessi Gray housing bill, who won't give enough money for AIDS funding, who are allowing people to die because we don't have a decent health care system. Those are the folks, the powerful businessmen who run the two-party system, who are causing the commotion. When we stand up, as Reverend Jackson has stood up in our behalf, and say we're not going to take it anymore, then they relate to us as troublemakers. Well, there are going to be thousands of troublemakers, if you will, in Atlanta, but you know who we're going to be making trouble for? Is the powers that be, not the people of this country. I am proud to be a troublemaker for justice.
Okay, thank you very much.
Is Jessi coming? I just wanted to come over.
Yeah.
I think, like the Jesse Jackson, the Democratic Convention, the Palestinian situation.
Speak again, introduce yourself, and sort of, let me get it. Okay, introduce yourself and all that first.
Okay, we're with the City Channel, and we're interviewing Jesse Jackson supporters. Could you just tell us who you are, who you're with, and how this has any significance towards the Palestinians?
Well, my name is Rabab Hadi. I'm with the Palestine Solidarity Committee, and we are here as part of the ad hoc committee to stop U.S. funding of the Israeli occupation. We are here because we support Jesse Jackson's stance on the Middle East. He is the first presidential candidate to ever support a Palestinian independent state. And Jesse's position on the Palestinian question is not out of sync with the American public. A CNN Los Angeles poll was conducted before and released today, and it stated that over 70% of the delegates of the Democratic National Convention support the establishment of a Palestinian independent state. We're also here because we support what Jesse Jackson stands for. He stands for peace and justice, for economic justice for all. He stands for self-determination for all people, for cutting the military budget, spending the money on housing, on jobs, on education, all the services that our people need here and people need abroad too. So that's part of the reason that we're here.
Okay, I see these Palestinian flyers that you're handing out. What is this all about?
Well, what we're going to be doing is Tuesday night we're going to have a segment at the free speech area across from the Democratic Convention, and we are going to be featuring many speakers, including a Palestinian who is just here from Birzeit University, from under the Israeli occupation, where the Palestinian Intifada has been going on for more than 7 months now. And we're also featuring many people from the peace and justice movement in this country, including Jewish individuals who are against the Israeli occupation, against the atrocities that Israel has committed in the name of the Jewish people, against the Palestinians, against the funding that the U.S. government spends on Israel, which amounts to about $4 billion a year. And since 1967, it's been $20 billion, which means $13 million a day, while a lot of people are homeless. And Atlanta is a very good example of that.
Right. Okay, with all the controversy going on, do you feel that Jesse Jackson was discriminated against or that he was misled in any kind of way? How do you feel about what's going on and all the commotion?
Well, I certainly think that Jesse Jackson has been discriminated against, not just because he is Jesse Jackson, he is a black person. And there is a lot of discrimination and racism in this country. And his example that, the popular vote reflected that Jesse Jackson is the most popular candidate and the most popular for vice president. The caucus turns around and picks Benston as his running mate, and Benson stands for all the things that Dukakis supposedly stands against. It's very interesting, how this game is being run, and the popular vote again showed that Jesse Jackson should be there. People want Jesse Jackson, but the Democrats clearly are not reflecting the people's sentiment in choosing Benson, and I think it's very sad and very unfortunate, and it's gonna, make all Jackson supporters rethink what are they going to be doing in November, and I think it's very unfortunate because nobody wants more years of Reaganism and Reaganites.
How long have you been waiting here for Jesse?
We've been waiting here for a couple of hours.
And could you tell me a little bit about the Palestinian Solidarity Committee?
Well, the Palestine Solidarity Committee is a North American organization of about 36 chapters around the nation. We work for the promotion of Palestinian rights through education, interaction, delegations going to the occupied territories, Palestinians coming here, letting people know what's going on. We always raise the point that, we have interest in stopping U.S. funding of the Israeli occupation, in stopping the occupation, because we and the Palestinians have the same interest together. We are being oppressed against here, and the Palestinians are being oppressed in their homeland. And we believe that by cutting the U.S. funding of the Israeli occupation, we will be resolving two problems: the Palestinian homelessness, which is a political one, and the American homelessness, which is a social problem. So we have a slogan kind of like from Palestinian homelessness to the homeless of America. So we think it's very important that we work together.
Well, good luck to you, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
it faces me? Okay.
Why don't you take a shot of this guy on top of that tree over there? By the tree.
Right here?
Yeah. Just kind of show the people waiting for Jessi.
Okay.
Besides, I think he's got a nice ass.
Try to get a good shot of that. Especially since you got to cut it.
Oh yeah. Those editors have leeway.
Good shot at. That's a nice idea, man.
Hey, Kenny.
Anything else you see, let me know.
Yeah.
What's happening? Yes, sir. What do you think?
Okay, you can pause again.